Most people spend their lives waiting for a sign, someone, or something that will change their life, but only you can truly help yourself. There comes a moment when you realize that no technique, no advice, no external motivation can replace the courage to understand who you are. That's why so many days feel the same. For lack of honesty with yourself, it's easier to believe in a miracle solution than to admit the parts you need to break in order to grow. And that's exactly why Bachira from Blue Lock is the perfect mirror of this problem. He goes through all of this trying to evolve, and through him, you can understand more about yourself. The best way to talk about Bachira is to return to his childhood. Most of us discover our calling as children, and we either suppress it or expand it as adults. With him, it wasn't different. When he was a kid, he realized he loved football. Being one with the ball was his greatest joy. Nothing in the world felt better than that. But over time, his passion began to clash with technical, structured football. He could visualize the perfect spot for a pass leading to a goal, and when no one was there, he saw a monster. This monster slowly became his reason to live. In an adult world where no one could see Bachira's plays, the monster became the hope that fun, creative football could still exist. However, this imaginary friend slowly became a burden. Passes where nobody was there or holding the ball because others weren't in the monster's position made Bachira increasingly alone. Just him and the monster. Little by little, Bachira felt suffocated until he entered Blue Lock, a place that gathers the best strikers in Japan and eliminates them until only 23 remain. There he met Isagi, the only player who could be exactly where the monster appeared. Playing with Isagi, Bachira began to feel joy in football again. He was the monster embodied, his imaginary friend in flesh and bone. This was the moment Bachira believed he had found the answer. He just needed to play with Isagi, and he would keep loving football. But that was not the answer. In a 3-on-3 match, the winner takes the best player from the losing team. And in that match, Bachira and Isagi's team loses, and Bachira is taken, separating the duo. Bachira, however, meets Rin, another player who also resembled the monster in flesh and bone. For a moment, Bachira believes he has found two incredible monsters, and that he only needs to play with one of them, or even both at the same time, and everything will be amazing. The Blue Lock becomes everything to Bachira. With Isagi and Rin, everything feels perfect. Then comes the most important match for him, Isagi's 4-man team versus Rin's 4-man team. The winner chooses a player from the losing side. With two monsters on the field, Bachira feels his dream coming true. But then both Isagi and Rin ignore him. This breaks Bachira. The two monsters are at a level he can no longer reach. He sees a world where both ignore him, a world where he loses. Isagi does not choose Bachira. He doesn't choose him. He chooses Rin. Suddenly, everything holding Bachira up collapses. The two monsters who guided him keep playing as if he wasn't even there, and their absence hurts more than any loss on the field. In that moment, Bachira faces the nightmare everyone avoids. What remains of me when I remove the people I use as crutches? What do I truly believe in when no one is watching? Monsters, expectations, other players, or in the child who knew exactly what he loved before the world taught him doubt? Passes to monsters were just how his child self adapted, surrendering space to his professional self. But the soccer Bachira truly wanted to play was the one where he and the ball were one. When he understands this, Bachira returns to what he is truly good at: dribbling. Pulling the ball toward himself from any direction, facing opponents, creating chaos. That is what he excels at. And by doing that, he finds victory and happiness. So even if they mock him or call him strange, even if he ends up alone, he dives into the passion burning inside him, because this is the real Bachira Meguru. In a world like ours, looking deep inside yourself is increasingly rare. We always want answers from the outside world and rarely face the difficulty of looking within. Part of that dependence comes from the internet. If you want to learn how to make, cheese garlic bread, you search YouTube and find a tutorial. For cooking, that's simple. There's a recipe and it works. But when it comes to real life, there is no recipe. Going to the gym every day depends on something no video knows you. Everyone works differently. For some, competitiveness works. For others, sport. For others, routine. For others, chaos. There is no universal answer, only trying until you find yourself. I might tell someone, your problem is the gym. Try a sport you love. They try jujitsu, fall in love, and realize that was what was missing. Another tries jujitsu and it doesn't work. So I say, you need competition. Bet with your friends on who goes to the gym more. And they go every day because they are competitive. Each person finds different answers. One found the ideal sport, the other needed competition, and a third works with neither. Do you know the answer for that third person? Only she can find it. Only by searching, trying, and feeling, she will discover what makes sense for herself. That's the challenge every one of us goes through. It's the message that Bachira's story wants to teach us. Recently, I spoke with a friend. He lost weight running, but then saw a video saying running with overweight is harmful. So he focused on building muscle because another video said muscle burns calories. But in practice, he stopped losing weight. He was better before, but believed the video. Both videos were right, just not for him. He needed to run, period. A video doesn't change your life. You test, feel, evaluate. If it doesn't work for you, change. It's not about hating the video. It's not about saying someone was wrong. It's simply understanding that it didn't work for you and that now it's time to try something else. What we lack is stopping being all or nothing. It's understanding that an idea can be true, but not work in real life. A piece of advice can be good, but not good for you. For the phase you're living, for your body, for your world, for the conditions you have right now. That's what Bachira's story wants to tell us. Deep down, everyone is searching for a narrative that makes sense of their internal mess. We want to believe there's a right path, a proven method, a sequence of steps that, if we follow with discipline, will give us what we lack. The problem is that this thinking turns life into a simple equation. Math too shallow to represent reality. You think it's just do this right and results come, but it's not like that. Life is not chess. It's more like chaotic wins and losses. You make good choices and things can still go wrong, or make bad choices and sometimes it works anyway. And instead of understanding that this is how it works, that we learn by living, stumbling again and again, we believe there's a ready-made formula, and then frustration comes because we try to live as a copy when we were born to be our own version. Bachira's story exposes this in a painfully human way. He was talented, passionate, unique, but hid behind the monster, believing his strength came from something outside himself. And that's the trap almost everyone falls into. Placing our power into something else, believing the answer is in the right person, the perfect mentor, the ideal partner, the right video, the right course. But just like Bachira did with Isegi and Ren, we lean on people who seem to understand our essence better than we do. It's comfortable until it isn't. Because the inevitable moment comes when the world ignores you, when those who seem to be your key move forward and you stay behind facing the mirror you always avoided. And that's when life asks you, are you just playing or do you want to evolve for real? In that moment, there is no formula, no guru, no monster. There is only you and the complexity of being you. And that's why, in this vast world, only you can save yourself.